Hi everybody and welcome back to the SeeSaw, and a big hello if you are new to our channel. We are a family of three, my husband, myself and our 12-year-old son, and we post mainly grocery hauls and meals of the week at the moment. We do try to post other things through the year, like our holidays, days out in the summer. Our son does a lot of sport, so during the winter months he's very engaged with sports on the weekend, rugby and football, so we don't get a lot of time to ourselves, but in the summer we try to make up for that and have some days out, weekends away, that sort of thing, and we try to post when we do that. So welcome, hello, and if you are coming back, welcome back to the SeeSaw. It's always lovely to have you here, and we really appreciate all of the comments, all of you that take the time to comment and say how much you enjoy the channel. It really does mean a lot to us. When we started doing this, we thought we'd be lucky if 50 people watched our videos, and so the fact that there's now nearly 2,500 of you that regularly tune into us is just mind-blowing, really, if you think about it. I'm not sure how people cope when they get huge amounts of subscribers. I think Cheryl over at What's for Tea is the person we know best that's got very large numbers of subscribers. And I'm not sure how people cope with that, knowing the pressure is on. But we enjoy what we do. We enjoy doing it when we feel things are getting a bit tight. We take a bit of a break, and then we always come back feeling quite refreshed with it. So appreciate that Tony, my husband, Caleb to a lesser extent, and our guinea pig Licky have not been in the videos very much since we've been back from our little break. But they will get back in over the summer. So today we went to Tesco's, Caleb and I had the second of my 10% off a big shop coupons to spend on from our Clubcard Plus subscription. It's a beautiful day. I've got no sleeves on today. It's a lovely day out there. And so we went to Tesco's. We spent £102 after the 10% had come off. So I think it was about 114 something as we were walking around, and then by the time the Clubcard pricing and the 10% and stuff all settled down, it was £102 that we paid. So I got quite a lot. Caleb was a bit crafty today, so he did agree that he wasn't going to pick up lots of extra stuff today. But then we were talking about what he wanted for breakfast, and he said he thought he might like to have some croissants. So I got croissant, and then I've noticed that we've also got pancakes in the hall and bagels. So he's got plenty of choices for breakfast this week. But all in all, I think I did okay. I got quite a lot of meat, so that for me is always a test. If I get a lot of meat and can still keep it around £100, I know I've done reasonably well with the shop. So let me turn you around, let me show you what I got, and at the end, as always, I'll show you our meal plan for the week ahead. So there is the sweep of everything. I've had to put some on top of the washing machine this week as there wasn't quite enough room. I only needed two things that were non-food items. So I got another pack of little face wipes and my TV magazine. Caleb was feeling a bit nostalgic and asked to have some fruit shoots or fruit splashes today. I used to obviously be his favourite when he was small, as most young children seem to like these bottled fruit and water drinks. And he just felt like he wanted that instead of the Lucozade type drinks that he's been getting. So he got 4 bottles of that. And then for his fizzy drink, he picked out raspberry Fantas this week. Half a dozen eggs. I've got quite a lot of bread items. So I've got some brioche burger buns, a Hovis soft white, some ciabatta rolls. These are the pancakes that he picked up. Some mini naan breads. I wanted some cinnamon raisin bagels, as I just fancied those for... it's something I can put in the toaster while I'm getting ready in the morning, put a bit of cream cheese on it, and a banana or something, and then eat it in the car if I have to on the way to work, because I'm not an early breakfast person, or even take it with me. We've got toaster at work and I can make it when I get there. But Caleb also snuck in some original bagels. I think I mentioned the mini naans already. I've got some Cadbury's cake bars, the caramel ones. These are the croissant he picked up, so 4 croissants. He also picked donuts for his treat. He wanted a Krispy Kreme donut, and I showed him that for 1 Krispy Kreme donut, he could have 4 of these donuts. So he opted for the better choice and had the 4 donuts. A Jamaica ginger pudding. I was watching somebody, I can't remember who it was, on Instagram, had posted that they'd had Jamaica ginger cake and custard as a kind of pudding or a treat in the evening, and I just felt I needed to have that back in my life. I haven't had that for a long time. and so picked up the supplies to have some of that this week. A little box of the instant cappuccinos. I've got a Tassimo at home, but I do keep some of these. Sometimes in the evening, I'll just make up one of these rather than put the Tassimo on, and then I keep some of these sachets at work in case I fancy something other than just a regular tea or coffee, sometimes a bit of an afternoon pick-me-up. Caleb picked up the pickled onion Space Raiders. He got some a couple of weeks ago to see if he liked pickled onion, and he found he really did, so he's gone for those again. A mug shot, I've already mentioned the custard, a can of the baby potatoes, some paprika and onion chip seasoning, and some barbecue seasoning, 2 cans of baked beans, a bottle of barbecue sauce, some prawn crackers in the back there, and then Caleb really wanted the cool original Doritos, the multi-pack, but they didn't have the multi-packs of Doritos at all in Tesco's today. So these were on Clubcard offer, the large packs. They were £1.20, I think they were, and so I told him he could have one of those so he can still have some of the cool ones. Then on to sweeties and biscuits and things. So he got this little refresher chew. We've got some chocolate orange bars, some single finger twirls, and some curly whirlies. I think each of those packs were £1. Caleb picked shortbread for his biscuits this week. Onto the fridge. Again, I've seen a few people on Instagram mention they've tried this, which is the light and free protein yogurt, but it's peanut butter and banana flavour. Now, I like banana yogurts. I love peanut butter. I often put peanut butter and banana like on a bagel or something. So I thought I'd try it. It's a protein one. We'll see how we get on. I also got a couple of the little pots of rice pudding, one of the vanilla custard and one of the strawberry. Caleb picked up the barbecue rib sandwich just to keep in the fridge for a quick after school meal. I've just got a small milk. We did run out of milk. It was really strange for us to run out of milk, but we did run out of milk this week. So I picked up one during the week and I've still got some of that left. So I've just got a small one to tide us through. The Yazoo large bottles of flavoured milk were on Clubcard pricing. So Caleb picked a strawberry milk up he got the strawberry milk and one box of smoothies rather than 2 boxes of the smoothies. The Happy Monkey smoothies were on Clubcard pricing this week. Seems to fluctuate between these ones and the innocent ones. He picked up these Peking style ribs. He thought he would quite like those as an after school snack, but it's really a meal, isn't it? You're going to have a whole pot of those ribs. But as I've said many times, on a Wednesday evening he goes to sports training, to football, so we'd like him to have something to eat when he gets home from school, so that if they're running late, we don't have to worry that he hasn't had dinner when they get home, because football training doesn't finish until after 8 o'clock. And also he's had something in his tummy before he goes off to train, because it's a long time since lunch at school. I picked up this little pot of seafood cocktail. I really like this, and I thought I've got some jacket potatoes in the freezer. I thought I might have some with jacket potato and salad for lunch this week, and then make a sandwich with some as well. And likewise, I picked up this cod mornay with mash and peas. It's a calorie controlled, it's part of the Tesco calorie controlled range. It's the refrigerated version. So it's 335 calories for the whole pot of that. And I'm just going to take that on a long day at work and have that as a lunch at work. A little pot of low-fat cream cheese to go with the bagels. Some sliced mature cheddar. Some honey roast ham, the wafer thin ones. And some mature grated cheddar. In the back there for the freezer, I've just got some summer fruit mix. I'm wanting to have berries and yogurt, but probably not until later in the week this week. And the berries didn't look very good. The fresh berries didn't look like they would last, and so I just got a bag of frozen. Caleb picked up another pack of these 3 packs of the fries to go. These are the ones that are kind of individually in little things, and you pop them in the microwave, so each one comes out crispy rather than all stuck together like the microchips can sometimes be. He picked up the Twister minis for his ice creams. He's still got a few of those slushy like ice pops that he got last week at Aldi in the freezer, and then there are also I think a couple of cones still in there as well, so he picked these. And then I got some of the Tesco mint chocolate chip ice cream. I just really fancied some proper ice cream, and if I can just get this out of here, I'll show you what sort of tub. It's that sort of tub, one of the kind what I call fancy ice cream, and it's the mint chocolate. And I thought that would be nice, now the weather's warmer, to have a little scoop of that in the evening. And then I got a bag of frozen hash browns. For meat, I've got 2 packages of chicken breast fillets, a large package of turkey mince. The thigh mince in Tesco's, they only do in the large pack in our store now. So the breast mince, they do in the smaller packs, in the 500 grams. But the thigh mince, they only do in the large 700 grams. But as I want it for burgers, I can just make up some extra burgers. That's fine. Some chipolatas, some boneless, skinless thigh fillets, and a really large pack of thighs. I'm going to make barbecue chicken. I might just cook it all up, and then again there'll be some in the fridge that can be used for lunches or snacks and after school and stuff, or I might separate it into 2 packages and put some in the freezer. A gammon joint. Now I wanted the unsmoked, there was no unsmoked at all, so I have settled with the smoked. Now we don't like salty flavour, which is why I don't normally buy the smoked, so I think if I soak it overnight tonight, as it's for tomorrow, it should take out some of the saltiness, and then we should be fine, because I'm going to put a glaze over it, so it should be okay. And then a package of the pork loin steaks, 2 bags of British all-rounder potatoes, and a bag of baby potatoes. This large bag of sweet and crunchy stir fry, now this was 90p, it wasn't marked down, it was the regular pricing. And the small bags of stir fry, like mushroom stir fry or pepper stir fry or whatever, the much smaller bags than this, they were all £1.25 and £1.50. Caleb and I couldn't figure out why this one was only 90p, but we picked that up. Some mushrooms, the closed cup mushrooms were in special pricing this week. I think they were 60 something pence. Some mixed peppers, a cucumber, some parsley and dill for Licky, broccoli and tender stem broccoli. So when we have broccoli, Licky has the stalks and the ends off the tender stem as well. So it didn't buy him a lot of extra stuff this week, because he will have those as we go through those during the week. Carrots, which are partly for us and partly for Licky. Some sweet gem lettuce for him. And then a butterhead lettuce for us. I really like the butterhead when they're in season, and they are really, really good at the moment. So I like that for our salads. Some Gala apples, they were in Clubcard special pricing, 69p, which made them the best value apples, apart from the kind of mini tiny children's apples that are, I think, about that same price too. A bunch of bananas, some of these little Sugar Bell tomatoes. A lot of people I follow talk about how tasty these are, and they were Clubcard priced. They are normally quite expensive, but they were £1 something. And you don't get a lot in there, but I'm really the only person that eats tomatoes here. So this will be, or eats them like with salad and stuff. Tony, if I'm making up a chopped salad to have with dinner, he'll have the tomato with it. Caleb did say he tried tomatoes with some salad at school during the week. He had a salad one day when it was quite warm. Sorry about that. My phone just went a bit weird and stopped recording. So yes, the Sugar Bell tomatoes were on Clubcard special, and I think they were £1 something instead of £2 something, and they're apparently really sweet and really tasty, so I'm looking forward to trying those. The Suntrail Farms grapes, these are the cheap grapes. They're about £1 a punnet, and they looked actually much nicer than the £2 ones today. And then I've got some blueberries just for sprinkling on breakfast, but also Licky likes a blueberry or two. So looking at our meal plan for the week ahead, tonight we're going to have nacho chili cheeseburgers with some crispy potatoes. Now this is a recipe from a previous Gusto box, so I've got a couple of them featured in the menu this week. So the nice thing with Gusto is you get these really nice little recipe cards with your box. And so if there is something you really enjoy, you can just keep the card, and all the ingredients you need are listed there, and the instructions. So if you're somebody that doesn't really like experimenting with new things, or you're a bit unsure, or you don't want to buy big amounts of a seasoning if you're not going to ever use it again, then Gusto and HelloFresh are quite good, because you get just the measured out amounts, and then you get the recipe card. So if you do like it, you can pick up the items to make it yourself again. You know you've already made it once, you know it works, and you can just get the items yourself to make it again in the future. HelloFresh are a little bit, they are on bigger, almost like paper printed out, but they're much bigger, so they're easier to read when you're making dinner. but they're a bit harder to store, so I tend to just write down those recipes if I want to keep them. But the Gusto ones come in nice little cards. I think you can actually get a folder. They're hole punched to keep them in, but I just keep them in a drawer in the kitchen. So that is one of those recipes. Tomorrow we're going to have the roast gammon. Monday I'm going to use the chicken thighs with barbecue sauce and barbecue seasoning and make some barbecue chicken with new potatoes and salad. Tuesday, pulled chicken sandwiches with paprika fries, so just some seasoned up fries, and I'll use the chicken breast, cook it with some Mexican style seasonings, and then I'll just pull it to have it in sandwiches. On Wednesday night, so football training night, we'll just have the pork steaks with mash and vegetables. A black bean chicken stir fry with rice. That's another one that came from a Gusto box, and I'm just going to use the crunchy stir fry mix instead of individual items, but that will be similar in flavour to the one we had from Gusto. And then Friday night, we're going to have chicken curry with rice and naan. So that is our meal plan for the week ahead. Thank you for joining us for this grocery haul, and we look forward to seeing you back here on the SeeSaw soon.